Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Daddy 4 Stars of Radio TV, Atlanta, Georgia, USA, with information to keep you safe and productive in every society you belong. This is not a beautiful day. I'm so excited about another complete week, if I want to say that. And so, big shout out to all of you out there who got us supposed to make it for another week. And we're going to have this few conversation. Like I said, this is just a conversations and discussions, and also conversation for those of us in diaspora. For diasporans, we always find it very difficult to getting the messages across at first hand. And so 4 Stars is here to do just that. So call your friends and neighbors across the globe and tell them, look here, it's about time. We got to rock and roll. Dad K. I'll be right back.
Life cycle.
Frawuniana Bonner Amandia, Memoache, Memoa, Memoacho, or Yasafana Fako Wubiano, and Menaso Minima Beja for a year of fire take a NDC communicator, a jet as a car, Baumia strong supporter, and I have a mammy, a man. Now, Yabe Chichi and Samokakra, a far a year, now what you muso near a course a year on my Ghana Moamunim say. Say adichine anti asem foforo ane che say yichi eno no na and then never sa afa ho kakra zipline say unim zipline kuo anase edwuma bi a ne omo ye ne say wo mudi enuro ahodo esan say eduru bebi a anase nkurenkuma no na bia na kakra enko ho no say obi hie duro bibi me fan se bia botena aka obi a omope edro nti zipline we no na ebefa endro no ye bibi e friend drone na je say edi endro no akọ na je say onikono enya na ayarehwe empremu hwa na we na ababeto dwa say womo miensa bia ewo ho na womutum anase aban we etum ni senti ni se womo deka enu echire no police sahene ye IGP o mampeni se nemre no a ba be so se nemre na aso no wo san wo di mfiemie no de ka ho na we susu akwakoye ensem no bebre nti yam konkotie asem amekan se obeti efri Dr. Ayu free ho ono akasa asemwa wo kan nti no yenko enkonkotie Dr. Free here enkotie number.
The principles of the budget. You didn't talk about blood, the lifeline of the human and the lifeline of this country. Mr. Speaker, today, I say, and I tender in this document, that Zipline is decommissioning 4 of its centers. 3 of its centers. Center 4, Center 5, and then Center 6. What does this mean? There has been non-engagement. And also inability for government to provide funds for Zipline. Mr. Speaker, the allocation this year was 20 million, knowing very well that you owe Zipline as of now 175 million. Mr. Speaker, what this means is that, as this letter says, they are shutting down these 3 centers. The Enum Center supplies the whole of Volta region. It supplies part of Eastern region and the Afran Plains. Mr. Speaker, they are also shutting down with the Western North, Seshi. The minister's own backyard, Seshi. We also distribution center. That means that they are not supplying blood, medicines, vaccines to the whole Western North, part of Western region, part of Central region, Ashanti region, Ahafo, Bono. Mr. Speaker, they are also shutting down effective today, Table Office, the Kachi Distribution Center. And that means that Kachi, part of Savannah, and also East Afran Plains, effective today, people are going to die needlessly of shortage of blood, medication, vaccines. Mr. Speaker, the reason why they are shutting down is because of the lack of funding. The resetting has made sure that there's no funding to the Zipline entity. The resetting has made sure that these people are not supposed to provide services. And for that matter, Zipline is best described as a comatose entity needing resuscitation. And that resuscitation they need for themselves is actually l'argent, money. They are not being given. Mr. Speaker, this news is terrifying to the ordinary person living in remote areas in this country. Mr. Speaker, as a matter of fact, we must do something urgently about it because the shutdown starts today. And this is not right. Something should have been done and something should have been mentioned of it in the principles of this budget. But that is not so. And I hope the minister will do something about this because life lost, especially a lot of emergencies that we have. Maternal death is all related to lack of blood and blood-related products. So this letter that is saying that you have not engaged them, and for that matter, they are shutting down, is worrying. And it is addressed to the Minister of Health, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Sure. Say Yakwakoti Efri, Dr. You Ho Niana or Ninano. Now, not Ninano will pay actually, and he say, South three facilities were here, were more close to Nina, just say a cut 175 million CDCB at our, I will say, a buying tier and a buying into me, into I was so much shutting it down. Into men quite now, men concoma, my bija for no aquaba, Mima a year of fire, aqua over Macquaba. Wafel. Hello, Wafel. Wafel Makaba. Hello, Wafel. Okay, MC Wafaya and men coming some share me base. The whole building is the parliament where it's in the Robert Calvin, so he's not. I show says this year, dear Misaka, my bija for one, Menquay na Menkoma, Bibia, Aquaba, Ewo, aha, Mamma Quaba. Hello, Mamma, what Minkana?
I between.
Okay. Bibi Abokodi, me tell catch it.
I don't want to.
Good. Me say Wafaya so. Wafaya. Hey saying. I don't know. New from San. We okay, dear. Bibi okay. I wanna pay New York one. I wanna Ebusiafo mo konko hwe Wafaya mame. I wanna pay. Ama sisi anu won't me and kasa show and me say ijia as a forecast so Papa Makaba.
Yeah.
Be a boko dear.
And then we are Santuaba.
Mammy, Nenia Bri, Opeso coffee, into Nenia Bri, Boba, and Hokaka. Now, when they say Naya, because I was so.
Appointment.
Mammy may just have a kind of who knows. So,
President will the call Mama.
Can be answered. So, our Ebusafo, Wolakia now was share for Kawshay Bian and nature said, Yako anymore, and it's because of a Zipline and some witty near a year MP, Member of Parliament, Edo 2, Janam Zipline, Jumedi, son Kwa, or Moje, and as is Yakoban say, Station 4, 5, and 6, and or more betum adding tia sika in Ni Ho. Na as a Bisani say, abayin say yeba so wo fire kra aka ne mpren bebre say sika wo mutumi nya de ama abayin afiye mo no dollar opepepepe insia opepepepe I mean 6 billion nti say lack of funds na se wo mutu mo asa 6 billion we na da ho no na eda ho den na afesu no enipa hu ene hia ana se se ye free se sikani ni ho a wo se enipa ni enkwa so etwa instead of say ba ko pe sika ade aba ade so no ya che say sika e wo ho deda nti me mfiti mama so mama ne di kan e ba mama. Hello.
Hello, Daddy K.
Mama. What do you mean, Kadi?
Me too, coming to news.
Joe, Mate. Mama, what to say? Zipline, womo, I saw yemi and Sebia yechum. The sentence say, womo, edikebia, womuntia. Now, who won't say a ye? A new pankwa, and edi grossa, ye. And I say, they're quite soon, there was almost, I would say, omofa kwam biso. Now, womu to me. Emma Jumedi Ecoso, and I say, so Musu Muchum or Muchum.
Daddy came to your any other money, a tape for you now.
Obia,
I'll say, where is Zipline now? More kind this is in connection with blood.
Yes. Yeah, emergency, emergency medical supply.
Sabi, me feel say, my dream. If it comes to people surviving it, now me can say almost gold the cocoa no yeah dey wom yeah nya faswo other now when you can be wo no mo fan ko yeah Zipline mo eno be save nkwa no ana sabi MPP for now mo kasa opposition no omo no eyana me ase yeah, Omana na ya bo yes Omano and I teach Omana na a mean kwame dear na way to ban on no dear. To me, no, it should be a suggestion. A suggestion say, look, send a yakon ye who says he can't what dear. But other than 2 million be waha, they 3 million waha, they find some side over the side. And I say, send a bear because at the end of the day, when you go to parliament, no. But when you go and you stand aside, say, okay, you are exposing them. You know, close one. Every year, no more close one, no one big streamliner. A bit no, we don't know. Whether they have plans for it, they haven't said it. Maintain it. It's needed to me, no. Say, BBA very important. And the emphasis they shouldn't close it. Never. They shouldn't close it. Closing it in the achievement.
Okay. Until would ye was see him on you so more close or some pay CKB.
Some discussion.
Okay.
Obviously, Jessica or gold.
Okay.
Side. Jessica or cocoa. Side. Yeah, toss number 6. It's yes, ask can go that's Canada. Yeah, just can manipulate.
Okay. I would you what can would you know from about an year standpoint into mammy that's a menko fire. Zipline, 3 facilities being shut down because of financial, what do you say, payment, lack of financial payment. They have to shut it down. What's your thought? This thing has been helping Ghana for emergency fancy medical supplies, for some time now. Until what do you make of it? Second, almost shutting it down, and I said they have to do something about it. Well.
Zipline almost supplied blood and also then
Yeah, blood, main blood, and then some other medical supplies. So emergency medical supply. Yeah.
Is it a drone something you
Yes,
talking about?
drone. Yeah. Yeah, with a drone. Mm-hmm.
Because
Nti ɛkɔ faako a memfa sɛ cars ne adeɛ ntumi nkɔ no na afei so no places a yeah delicate some delicate places
areas where they cannot use
right
vehicle and stuff.
right yeah.
So you are talking about that's in a clip. Thank you. To me, there almost 3 stations they don't person close it down, right?
Because they owe 175 million cities.
175. Okay. To me, I don't support the idea of shutting it down, because if it is something that is useful to help save lives there, then we should find a way of mobilizing money to do it. But maybe, like Ma'am Yaba said earlier, maybe now closing it down, they want to have a mainstream for it, where we would have here, and that. So maybe some kind people who open a lot of stuff just because they have they want to use it as an avenue to siphon money. So they say. So maybe they should have a reason why maybe they want to shut it down, because this comes under Ministry of Health, right? It comes under Ministry of Health. That is
right. Mm-hmm.
And I know if this is coming down, then the Minister of Health will be aware of this. And the Mr. Candor that I know, if the thing is useful, he will never say we should shut it down. Maybe they have discovered some lapses and loopholes where people use it as a means of siphoning money and stuff. So maybe they have the idea that when they bring it together and have a complete place for one, where they could link up to the various facilities for it now, it will be better off than having those different locations where they are not bringing out anything good by giving out losses. So on the flip side, though, at the end, actually this thing about it. But Mita Kando as a minister, if he is the one proposing this, it means that if it's not Minta Kando and the people involved, this is a new government in power. So once they suggested something like this, maybe they might have discovered some loophole somewhere. Or might discover maybe a touch baby was happening. So mukani in a boom here, the pet station back home, a better than having those places, Sometimes they create something like a yes,
right, yeah.
Yeah, they must say, yes, man, or because I didn't get as to say, can always stand for more no much. And they might have discovered something like that. Then it's sad there, and they have suggest someone close it down, find a way to get it at one instant station where it could be distributed to the various centers now. But I know the sad there, that's it. The BIA then we should find a way to get money to support it, because life Nipan Kwano is not.
Okay.
And the way I see it, me have not read anything about it. Until I go the two sides, because it's under Ministry of Health, and the minister. But once it's under the Ministry of the Minister of Health must know something about it. And if it is true, say, or they have also a kahuna say about, then it means what this cover will be. When you say it will rather lead to what? Either the nation losing money for nothing, or you get it. But say idea onim says the way yeah. Mita Kando will surely look for funds like Kolebu like this. They know there is something there that is needed. Not only Kolebu, a facility. You will never say let's shut it down because no. You surely mobilize funds to support
Okay.
it. In the end, let's look at it from these two angles. Either said they have discovered something. Air Forcing lost financial like this government, the past government. We know them already. They will tell you, look at that Paulugu Dam, for instance. They said they built Paulugu Dam and finished. When then there is nothing there. Even not young to Amnampo, by spending $12 million. Hey, who be about TV station? The biggest achievement of the MPP in the north is Paulugu Dam. Yeko and Paulugu Dam crying new air forest. What they said that they but just why would they make it? And the ABS facilities now here kai okay. Kura BBM pony but the 2-3 days on my chakotwa and go for puti or mudi kwa edikano. Ufa national service is the typical example like that. This government kululu no in all the sectors a dream. Creative be normal kind of view. But gonna be anymore. Because Baumia to meet TV to catch Paulugu Dam is the biggest achievement of the MPP in the north. You're going to Paulugu Dam in Nibia. $12 million for my daddy. Daddy came back to what they are there. And you know, Sana, in a coy, ABI, Sa facilities that you can ever corner be put, Nipa, Ibian put you. Yet the Adakatobi Nakotu and I get to Kakas here go to an uncle.
A year, Juma. Wona wouldn't but a year, Juma.
Me mouth typical in Yama air quarter. Now,
say,
what fire?
Uh-huh.
I'm speaking from I'm looking at two sides. What they are saying. Because maybe really I said now or the buy really here. And we say we have the account on the buy account. And I said, account on number because they do government number open a it means there is something fishy. Instead of the person who closing it down.
Okay. All right. All right, that's fine. Mate. Okay. And support. Okay. That's fine. Mate, wafaya say enye BBT to be adia and your fako sika on yon konkofa na yon fama mesha o Zipline jubedia make away a yadibia who on faso papa abre ba ye no ye hu agye enipa bebre enkwa ntene menko na menko tie echia asafo ka papa
Rahatmenka
metim ka pa ya
mama amba mo me da was metim ka chem na ma miss you too much Madi nyame shirama pa akwaba sisi ade men kobium because ye hian more than say we hian ye di kan no mechia obi a wabaso awotie nyame kan ho na anuanum so ya baso ye bekasa di kan no Ghana ye kura very when it comes to bibia me beka bia mpacho you be political life no dia betun sane ntimi all right say the bia meka sa so me all right say the way no say nyansa wo mu a wo say me bona baso nyansa nimu na wo say me kan nimu a meka nanim and that is who I am me nim obia me tan obia me no obia and medika aka if I were to be in Ghana ka meto abadama Dr. Barumia because of the sense of responsibilities. That's all. I don't support his political party, but the man himself. One. Sir, we no me de na me nya kwantie mu, but what the buy na me ko read kakra what it entails. In fact, me tie mu na me kan something small. I couldn't go to details because of time factor. But me sure a political insensibility to me. Ghana, your mentality we say political party way a dear me buy was some sen because it will go by the name of that previous political party and politically it's primitive nonsense. It doesn't make sense. And so we share even former minister, no, Dr. Okuboy or whoever, who could hear in speech view YouTube. So what the analysis of mine no edit to now share the current minister. This time work out. Say the current minister or Ministry of Health is sick mentally and politically. It doesn't make sense. The inti omu close no. Sanka enye enipa wu a yentimi replace nipa da. And yes, sir, and me party and coming jaya ayedin ama woma put that measure in place. Now the consequence about it, then we come to bombard them. Because Shema Miyama asma waka oba say bibi wo na ye pese ye let's take this into consideration. Say let's say obi abokro no wom. But who minister no say wouldn't munyansa politically now would do woman you see ye adwuma e Minister of Health put something in place. Then be catch young Ghana for say okay sisi we na wo me ho say nti me close sa ade na wo ho no na me the way but the kind way abeto and then I will do investigations. You can't just come and close three of them. Politically insensibility, primitive politically. What sense does it make? Because me share at the end. Life's crana. Sa system we ya ewo hosia a save no. Numerous. Oma wo waka wo obi wo ohia blood. Now so your minister who nimu nyansa and now whoever brought this idea the closure of that place you know. Who nimu nyansa? A question. Oshe nipa and kasisia over 300,000 and over people they have gone through that system they are still living. And yes anka womawu now abijino nam say political primitiveness, political insensibility. No abase mabetwam because me a minister of Minister of Health and now whatever you term it. It's time that we have to call our politicians and teach them sense, common sense, when it comes to helping the citizenry. They come, Ghana say it will be a more be post our bar, aqua, and now I'm share and I'm not going to judge my Rollins a year. Now will be by our seminar, minister of this, president, but no way, but no, I kuntai. Power, where does it go? Power. I was so winning your power, crowd, Brassier. My country politicians na yen NDC MPP a Ghana no na yen teach your politicians sense, common sense, because some me at the end of the day say nipa e save omu life no mo this say amoti Ghana Ghana mpani for say mo kwa koto place semiensa ase 9 plane dey mo koto for mo ahoto mo koto plane but obi a wako do afuoma yenya diane die na wo waka no na yehia aduro komana wo si mabetwa because of how much 175 million. Are you not senseless leader you to say so we Minister of Ministry of Health now you leader now ko kasa asebo now wa ma can be papa anche ye Ghana for and say na wo take this decision na e dey na yemfa nye ho. Me catch roll and I'm repeating. Ghana say penny for hwe ya e bokata Ghana so. Akoda kito bi be chiro wo mu se de wo mu ye no. So woman hwe a woman kayen so and I'll say this, wo be ka no mu sri. Ye penny for it's time that we have to tell them the truth. Political primitiveness na doso e wo Ghana. She no me na me ye we me na me say me na me government idiots. Enye nipa de to abarma amokoko tra ho. Na mabejina what take decision say me close to 3. Hey, me say Ghana yampani for munya careful. And yes I de maka me say ebo ekata Ghana so. Se mam yan hwe a da ko de be si Ghana no moto a man kan so a mo be kan na mo sere. President be fanat ade, vice president be fanin tuma, ministers no de namuram. Anu kwa won nyammoa because they mo ya no munya careful. About the nipa ne to about ma mo ye to ma mo because ye nim se mo betimi aye papa but office na mo tie no mo the office no e kire mo ho dodo office no mo de ye dwe Ye penny for Ghana, Moya Homa, so Moya J, Munipa.
Okay.
And you know, it's time that we have to tell them, say, baby, or man who call it, the country is not for any other person. Because me can't ye kurano. Sa initiative for take ya help nipano. Even developed countries kurano watch what Ghanaians are doing. Is it not an achievement? Because of some phone and the way mu politics were guarantee adia ebe boy the money could talk aboa mu de mo yikunta ne de mo pe but enipa wo mo boa mo mo be duru ba bia mo duru mo wira fi mo close no sickless politicians are mutire wuo. Some of our leaders like ministers, some of them are primitive because
sure. Jai, yeah.
Because the Ghana penny for Yario. You're penny for Omulidi Ghana.
It's a vocal, Papa is a vocal, Medasi. Papa Savaka, no passionate talker, send a union, yeah, to education. So, well, like here, no, I say 4 stars, say, Atlanta, Georgia, ha. Me a Medici Ami or Heya, so mo ye Jumedia Biana, say, mo to dine, mo ye Bibia, and then the Bibia, Abefu, Infidi, internal, more the Bedaya, and let's say, Afe, Jumediano, Nea ye, Amana, Aye, Pepe, Eddie, Ama, Obibia, and let's say, Yako, Yenimo, Anessa, Siciano, Yakasa, Efa, Zipline, Jumedia, or mo ye Jumedia son cocra. Edi ama ye nyina nintino ehun be hia se saasem wo ye beka na yahwe ne pomasibre isan se ye nimpa nkwa ane di agro no na we no me san ebisa se we ekire se aban foforo ba dwumedie bia aban dada no ye wo se ye dwaku ana it's minim say democracy kebuma bidie nanka eyento aso na so wo hwa sa ban foforo ba ade a abandada eye ni nyina no na yabogo does it sounds sa ene epachira na mecha ma besisia the whole booger is the parliament. Well, this is Robert Calvin, so he's not. Do you think this situation depicts our typical Ghanaian way of doing politics, where new governments are unwilling to continue the previous government's project? And when are we going to stop this? Would you say aban fufro eba na umwichai aban dada nidia woye ninyina intine say opese utu aban fo mamema we die kitwe bi opese utu aban fo about sa Zipline ya di asem na wo be ka kire no esan say akwakwa ebi say aban foforo ba na dada ne die ni na no ntima mema we de tu aban fo wo de minim say wo de woni aban no me fa say wona mo fitiri pepepe nti yen na yen tu aban fo e wo haketu ebi na yen to aso mama mtie o Mami ama minti unka papa o. Me yanti unka papa.
Oh, unti benka.
Aha, sisi ade em say ye, aha.
See. Me call details enko ready who reason almost sat it down. Like I said earlier, no, I don't know whether they are trying to open a major one na tsena wo fire kan ebiana train no and go fast start e biton said we don't know. I've not read it.
Okay.
Now if it's because almost started that mama de waka said the akufado here yo the award that say ya complete say a commission he's going to see to it that everything just go on. I can't say obey the system in such a way say obi crowd of society now. She knew you bet me I cancel by a bet was so and cause here. And that is why we can't earlier say obi say or come my enina on cancer because of NDC. And on come because of MPP. It's be the mestre say and yet post be no be pe say they come and they want to show their powers now. And in the you have no reason to shut it down. I'm talking to the government of Ghana. The Zipline that the topic that we are talking about tonight, there is no way. If there is no reason to shut it down, we don't have any reason to shut it down. As a substitute, it's a Sikabi a baby, I depend maintenance, and I'm gonna force one year tomorrow places, just slam more bano, not bano, engine naso. So do all we more baby, not for say beer, a bit say Sunyane, a bit say ha, so government they need national, they need that cocoa swan, Moonjai Sadiano, Moonjai. Last madam for beef in Ghana buy or could be a company or man milking the book bro. It's just I don't know and yet I have crow her. You don't have right to touch anything. Even if you're working in a restaurant, you know like a crowd talk. It's a bonya sadiano. Said a bear, I remember my cotiapa, not chronos like that. They regardless of what, and your MPP, and your NDC.
Ghana for
Ghana,
yeah,
we are talking about
right.
Sure.
Me that say, Mammy, I can get away be into sad, this same people are, or more pay, you may join a Juman bar. One more yen say, beer, nature say, I bind you may be a boca, so private, Uncle Juma, na air costume, te would yet tenacity, na bisa. Because the ambulance here, when we cover by ambulance, you do, baby, as in a cement. And in the minimum.
What was that? The minimum crop starting from bridges, not there.
It's just unbearable. Yeah, Cassano, you contribute to, you come. Mate, Joe, Mammy, I'm no men caught Waffle. And into a banner for Kakran Shadi say between aboard this zipline issue, in order to protect the public personnel. Why is it because of Abanfu Froba? Now just say near Dadani Yeni now we have to overlook it.
No, yeah. That case.
Huh?
I was thinking,
Metunka.
Aha. When we say Mammy, I'm a cracker. Mahama Swabe say, or no, a Juma who who say, yeah, good, bet waffle. What are you saying? And yes, say, don't, or bet waffle. Into one, the own family because governance a continuous process.
Right.
Keep on saying, yeah, all the time. And Mahama Kasa to say, project or actually say who near bay, or mine and boy, young woman, yeah, mine is car fans, yeah, and this can't say, but I, or bet 1 million. And nothing I make her say that about our idea we say. Maybe there is something fishy, meaning can't be about it. So, Sabi any problem be new, I'm going to shouting it down. And me can't do that. Look at Juma or yeah, it will help better. Or yeah, Juma papa. It's one of the hard work. All our ministers are hardworking ministers, and one is one of them working. Even when they were in opposition, on the Maya would never be that there was Ministry of Health. Some are not yet minority spokesperson on health. I know my own scandals be paying a war effect. On the Maya would Nkofo ya dedicate na yekọ Ghana omoji e 150 nyina say na omu free Ghana enye enko aban sika enye aban sika Kufuado na de contract amana butuafo ne ba butuafo ne ba kunu ne ba empranfo na o ma ba betina Ghana na omu ti airport eje covid time eje 150 e go deep free. You see all these things Mr. Kando na maye wuta ne maye nyina Chetika bebrebe omu di free e that ke me ne ko Ghana obi etua 150 foreigners omuwa na ujina
we Zipline we near COVID charges, yeah.
yes, but
Okay. And you see, mama. Yeah, drop man.
Yeah, what they are saying.
Right.
And this Zipline already drones from copper by no. Chetika almost on the copper by. Situation days so yes, I net who Romas kaki be.
Say, one more inflated way no just take them to court and charge them and jail them. Ya keka keka somewhere until Nina is not going anyway.
I accept now that I make a choice.
But I'm not so. What I'm not so.
Look, okay. The loophole to be anywhere. They will not raise alarm to make closing it down. What they are saying. Because somebody there they feel like strong. And then I gave my submission to a saying you know, saying that yeah, best campaign, but Oman who said there might be cost why and some closing it down.
Okay.
Spend so many millions now for so be and free.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, the idea goes to an comfort to near to a mukano this candidate free and yet and factory papa so bar.
Okay.
You have to wait at both sides.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Asana, so that you see say or mine and wait to car.
Okay.
Now more this kind of be the papa ma as to manama the citizens scenario.
Okay. All right. Joe. What I will say, BBA in every sector, Biana will say, Unyam Faso, Tim Faso, and Badia, I will say, you to me a tomb, na a nipa, and children, and I didn't say, facility and ye Jumana say income name ma. Then you have to do your investigations. Nah, Moshe, because a net facility be and the income. Ediba facility is just a distributing center, and I say Fakwa or more a year nyoma. Intino yebeshim because the reason Amba and I say we are shutting them down because they owe 175 million. Yeah, that is one of the main reasons. Intino min ko itja esvaka baba.
Yeah, Kwabra. Let's call a spade and axe an axe. Ubisa question be say democracy a good for Ghanaians and to me no in political answer I don't want to say democracy is not good for Ghanaians and most importantly Africans because of the way we think, our mental capacity, and you're always to let somebody down. We are politically primitive. Now, ye kase ye close. What's the advice I'm giving government in say? O mampenyi what is to say and we hufuana onye bema. Why am I asking the question that I'm asking? Say who ministers ba and the asem we say ebe to abontene and na chire wo mampanyina ba be kase e kwan bi amefa so it should have been discussed at a level answer the beba outcry no wo mampanyina so ba abontene be ka kire say this is action you be take but minister no jomo shallow minded minister no be jira ho no waka say we bema me could tie hey Ghana, we have to move forward because you hear mema. You hear a ma who much send an aya santua said the mammy can create. That's what I believe in. Mammy Masma Wakano. Or you're passionate on my home and you're the political party. And let's tell them, say, you catch the government was here because after this, you know, this is me from my mama so there. You are going to put them to task. Your government, you know, they are not for themselves, they are for the citizenry. Let's tell them to stop what nonsense politically that they are doing. It's time that we have to.
Madam, be careful. Be careful of your utterances.
You can't say your politicians. It's time.
And your posters, just a what can I say?
Your politicians, they are to serve us. We are not to serve them. Nti sanimana ani anamombia omusora no muti office no akwatire minister of how do you call it health hwe ukrum sabi hwe oba ko statistically hey your politicians omo nyino Because answer now take a decision as a minister. Go to your rural area statistically. Go and look at benefits of when you work send your drone system now and get the person now will asset now. Let's ask them questions. Let's teach them sense.
Okay.
Politically. Some of our ministers are sickless. And you also one particular more office more because of some of them were outspoken foolishly. And more positions. It's time that we have to caution them. We bring them to book to task them to do the right thing for the citizenry, but not because of the office that they are holding. I'm pissed.
I'm pissed, yo. Mirasi Chia. As a focaso Nidiana or the Atuasono, a Zipline. The importance of the Zipline face, Yen Nipano, Yamusu in here, baby. Yeah, Yamunyapa. I was say, Womofa, a Kwambisu now, Omutumi, Eddie Revival. No, say, Obi Nedisika. Send an hour fire can hear Ghana yen ye ijuma aban jume biano say any uncle na edika bibria, but I don't know. Maybe you don't also know, but I will say to me DNA from aban and juma bibri or what say now we shall cry crana a nipana womu ye jumana cra womu a numibia sudi bambia or modi si honoa do baby ana and tiama a yana say I can for ye kufi sanoa. Na ye kasape no mudidi atem say o mudi abrochifu ezan say ade bi wo ha wotumi hu say ade we obetumi aye no 1 minute obetumi the 1 minute aye na so no wisi ho so wa wanye adwuma na so bosum so pese etua oka nti aba ne beboka so na the same thing no say ankrankra ya de bia obenya ho faso enya ho faso dereke beba na yakọ IGP and so
life cycle odewu sempa. Men so what the to me plan about because I may be a so your phone they can that man and then na you kita bia and start it for what problem any problem of course it is here me just start it you could probably start it side check here for me and you me say me catch them e dey be the can that and if you are at that's the same with you.
Yeah, Twitch Radio so by Abakayan Sasisia or Facebook and YouTube, all the social media handles, 4 stars in the 4 stars Radio TV Atlanta, Georgia, USA affiliate so Ghana in Penifua, almost so moto and seminar Eddie Mania Waha. You who say our Mampeni assign at a year police sahene ne. Me father nim fear also would di dwumadi no mo ni senti ni say wa ye dwuma awonso bia ye hwa wa treni hiemo wo hwe IGP bayi a wo hwe police visibility na ana say police for so hwe bebre nti wotumi hu say ama krono ana say ewudie no abafom fine and inti and on mampeni hwe ni din we see okay obe what in the contract no or the infim back out until my yembisa said do you think say the IGP Dr. Christian Johono deserves another extension wofi say ne 2 years na omampani dia mano no ana say ne mmira so wo say wokona homgie mo wo so ofiro no obi foforo eba nti no menko eye mamema
Yeah.
Do you share the view that IGP has done enough to fight corruption and crime in Ghana, for which reason he deserves another second term? Would you tum sa wabwa
Yo.
ama krono ni katamusha ni dream ni proina police fo be pimende no wo share corruption index na police fo ni etopu na say hey yes wa fight it. That is the view of people into no omanpenino asana mani mfiemino aka nifio nanka was all retire December a year next month. Yeah, what do you think? What do you make of it?
Yo. That is it. Money there, the cost one. And this is yeah. Yet to be transfer. Ọbọnọ yẹn fún obi nfi beebi a yɛyɛdwe yɛn ho a sɛbi afɛ na yɛntumi twɛ dɔkoro bi a yɛredi no na obi abɛyɛ ɛbɔne na obi wɔ hɔ a n'anim kasa po edu eti no mi se no IGP wei ɔnyɛ so expose sɛ dampare deɛ no nenam na ɔsa na yi eti wotumi ho sɛ ɔresa wei deɛ asɛ ɔsɛ suma se na ɔyɛ ne kuma. Sana me de me huno, sana me huno. Obe huna one or two important places, but the Jumane de Jumane Koso. I didn't say, because Ghana dear, say, I dare a born a person and Kenya the papa. And Commaster T. S. Kaka wants them. Now, ya born a person of Bianca in the air. And yeah, better, yeah, Papa, Yamanatra home. And I'm not saying when you say police for almost steps, they have a ladder that they climb. FBI or the prime ladder now, as what they call retirement. Even though no, some of the retirements, no, what we sign after 2 years, 3 years, it's a while. Now police follow 52 and they are fine. Yeah, they are costing the pool. As some Jenny, the baby. Papa, I think I support it too.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Yohuno.
Yohunu. Mm-hmm. Yohunu.
I know Yohuno, Proboni, or no mammy for. Offer promotion.
Mm.
I said, my make it should go to his ears. My uncle, now, procedure now. You didn't have go. You should tell me.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so they are all more than one going to for what to say. They are more finding way, which is why I'm more here, find a way to polish things in Ghana. I am quitting.
Joe, me that say mamiama and watcher no watchere ni din no kra ne Yohuno krobofo din nti wo a wonim no bomodi a say e free and echo no unko frɛ no Yohuno ti sɛ ne me frɛ no Dr. Yohuno sa no easy for sa yeah enti sa yeah minko wo fire we share the idea say he has done enough in fighting corruption and crime into no he deserves the second term a year another 2 years after a year Labor Act in 1992 rejoining the public officers to go on compulsory retirement once they are the age of 60 into utumu say enipa bebre memfa say mini years of academy mamma ye number for ne ade ina 60 years will be akọ but only the assignment into one breach the constitution emrana na offer into.
Okay, thank you very much. Me there, okay. Nathan is say so far all by me means a juma there or ye juma and in the first place, grad that idea back one. Esi who or papa who say a juma no be ye no bit na yama na brufu. And or ye juma no so they say. A time Mahama boni gino. That's a police service in the throughout the country in any I don't know. Mina minimuno, a tiny dinda. But the whole police service was happy. That should tell you the sort of person you are. And I did here when you so bet my as IGP. Because all the police service were happy. Say, ya bo bidi, that's oba be bidi, oba be that police before no. They were very happy. But yeah, they were jubilating. Anywhere you go, the police service were jubilating. And no crowd give you testimony about him. No, he said, or a good person. Mahama detected yet. It means a who says I need we were a young fan of Beya, or Bonnie Bia, the Wogana, a bow say, hey. Later, the yet see, near man, or yet, brand or police service. Yes, Alabajo, that time, not to Quantis, and Yamano. Or no, Jina Moon, so good, whichever way Yama be bray underground, and to say Mahama Bonnie, the Bassa kind of a yina, you're finding way of finding security near the night, yes, or number one. By NT, you be no me Antony, dear, copying some Mahama Bonnie. And a Mahama Bonnie, so you'll say, Ghana, ye, police in India, say, yeah, you the pastor to be your money. That's to tell you, say, he's a very good person. He knows more about security and can do the job. And the other man, and so what you mean, who say, man, or yeah, Niema, men can't say 100%. But at least we can count on him, say, your security, no, they say, it's in the right direction. For a phone, sir, Womutimi, airborne home by my year, and Niema, as citizens, and also home better. Enti Bahama saw the 2 years in Canada. Median Kayan Franka Kopim Tama, Ebeye Ukra, because we supported that idea. But like you were saying something. I don't know, says like Unya system, so kono be bad. But the way they say a political appointment, and that's one the minimum. Say a political appointment, say IGP is a political appointment.
A Labor Act when you Labor Act and when you hit 60.
The other person may say, say Nipano or yeah IGP after 60 years after 60 years going to be IGP. So
okay, but
say civil service and human and a sisters all compensate me.
Right.
But me person make say who be here that position no get a political appointment. And this all the 70 grand now bet buy money at the my dear Maui. Intermediate or the 4 years cracka one. Na 64 crab me there me 2.
Okay. All right.
Because any position of this rank no a political appointment.
Okay, that's fine. Mate.
I feel so no Ghana for you ya Gina to Mahama to him to bet buy a Jumano into no way you know. And no you know so the whole police service Ghana to move to move obey IGP.
Okay.
That to tell you the sort of person. And the Juma why so far 8 months, that the case.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay, that's fine.
Excellent.
Mate.
Yo. Even 4 years, yes, 2 years.
Show what I say would deserve 4 years and 2 years now. You share a year corruption index and so I will say baby for the account plan me person going to remember a jet as for a car no so and funny dear papa.
Yeah, about him.
Me tell papa.
So Uji is a power it may corrupt anybody.
Of course, yeah.
Okay. The current IGP, Mimino. But Tama now on bar dim lights now or a Jumapia now all year. And now Omodina Baswa to me. Obenya sa power na Wabenya. He might be corrupted. Because to me, near why you be me mumudi and so many because Adeba Kwa what me aba ako 8 speak any galam say. And so or effective, no ye effective cowardness. Or ye adeki to no abejino no akasema ko ye we ya. Me no, I will never value him to be a competent leader. Because galam say me a catch him said the man has completely failed. And the power, absolutely. Obey leader, no, he has been corrupted because Galam say, when Timmy uncle any hunkunim, and Timmy man Max said, da. The atosumi, you know. Homampena or what Ghana says, I didn't hold your papa. I didn't American, sir. Near papa, no, as I money 2 years and I tell him, say. Papa no ni leadership no only competent nipa wo mo ka no ho a ono o mu bu man no. Because and it's a big shame onto the current ruling party. Says obi mra so say e wo so okoje na home. Na yenya obi mani substitute no say ono no enkwa na was man another 2 years. It's telling me say the president doesn't have men to handle the country with. Because an mra so okwa ko. Na yemfa obi mra. Because papa e dia no ye. What can say me say oba ye cram e kofom. Are you sure of what you are saying? Wait me am proof. Na mama dia to say police penyin o work na sisi ano.
Speculation. That is just speculation. Say crime, fighting crime and corruption.
We a media man. Na say we believe in speculations we yenko ho ne me yemfa asia me be say me no benya
Debbie
mama ama abayi wa frame sisi aka dem say me no nya wontu. Until the person be catch on say the current IGP Ghana is a failure to the nation because of Galamsey. And you saying that the next 30 years will move because of Galamsey at its peak. Now another 2 years. Well, I'm not surprised. Because Omampanyini, our teachers say, I come no war opposition over car say. And now in Crawford, at the Minister of Information, but car say. Se obaswa 2 weeks per obejai Galamsey nyina be kobet oba aye no wasan omampanyina sa be gina be kase se yes stop Galamsey a enipa bebre adwuma begu Ghana. Do we have competent and reliable leaders in Ghana and in Africa?
Yo, Asia Asafaka ana wanhome nia etwato the account until we are suffering, Derek K 4 stars of radio TV, Atlanta, Georgia. You will say if you have any program, if you have anything you want to share with the masses, and if you want to advise somebody, just let me know so we can put it across board and everyone to get some piece of information. What we live right now is the age of information. If you don't have the bad information, you cannot make a good choice. Yeah, let's put it out there. Let's share all these this information. And I feel so when we're talking about Ghana, we have the power to talk about it because all we have influence in some of the families back home to vote. If I am or money I'm talking about if you the issue of this Galamsey CC and Obia Yenano don't know Kofi Krana Uyemusho say Abia CC Krana according to sources most of our food stuff onOkrano is being contaminated. So but we are not talking about that. What is saying Zipline, Yapomudini Sudi, because I know say they're gonna do something. They might shut it down, but it will come back later on. And I feel IGP, we can see Yumubi, Bidiarense, Woko Ghana, police presence, and it will Bibri, Memphis crime akofom. He might probably deserve another one, but this is just one person's mind, and I say my opinion. All of us, and your opinion matters. Into that okay, and to be before I may try more business here. The whole building is the parliament where it's in the Robert Problem, so he's now. Ebusiafo wo like here na wahye chese yekoye ni mu anisa dadke ni mina midi ochami ewo fidie mu mene ma wɔfa yaw ɛne ɛkyia ɛsɛfaka ne yɛtadi sɛ dwumadie na ne nyinaa ne sɛ yɛka yɛ kurom asɛm yɛ kurom kasa na yɛn nso so a yɛwɔ ha no yɛtumi yɛde yɛadwenkyerɛ aba nti wobɛtumi akɔ media space no so na wode wo so wadwenkyerɛ sɛ wobɛtype biribi na wode aba nanka yɛaka yɛ ama fɛfɛɛfɛ nti wei sɛ no yɛwie a ne sa nti no mamiama yi hello mamiama wotemi ka mamiama aha mamiama nti no ne krakrakrakrakra sisi ano IGP sɛ yasa ato mu mfie mmienu di adeɛ ɛna wo expect sɛ wɔbɛyɛ no sonko aka deɛ wɔyɛ no ho wei deɛ 1 minute bia 30 seconds bia ne yɛkɔ okay
police na yɛfa ɔmo police presence na ɔmo buɔ galamsey site na ɛbɛtwa ɔmo twitwa so police galamsey no na ɔmo twitwa so
okay
na yɛma no mfa no to mampra
okay yeah that's a real valid point
I'm
robbery the
boys say good cycle no ɔmo yɛ tramɔ no yɛntete ɔmo nyinaa.
Okay. Yo, mate, mamiama obata indi debia na chese onu die abata side no ana woko eno ana no. Galamsey die na esu nyan. Yo, mate, into wo fire, wo so fa wo die 1 minute tato na yenkwai. What do you expect IGP ni second term? Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, said in America. Everybody na ka wo ye good about crime fighting na for adie bi o ye Galamsey ni say or the best. That became a new say. Mama crack a countryman. I'm a police form the best fighting Galamsey. I'm Mokane Sani Manaba. I am a boy IGP in for the guy and Copona Atia Mobile, you know, much media at top of the Galamsey. And Yamanaba. And you know, a humanity there or yet be honest with you. Say a very retina like me, I'll give him excellent.
Okay.
Enti no obeye no more. Enti na Mahama so de say woni moyo bi a e kwan of fact this yi ne ba e kura ye until say obaye na look at the rising welcomer onyae throughout the police service. Obi agye ne tu mu prekope. And adwuma no so what say ase no that the we can attest to it say oye adwuma no. That's why the fact that a little bit you guarantee near you never
okay.
Because guarantee you fighting, it will come to an end. You will Mahama will end it.
Okay.
And you know they are working on it.
Okay.
All right. Najuma after
okay.
2 years now, they are managing to make us and can make crying for 4 years. And man, 2 years.
Okay, Joe. Medase mate wo fire say Galamsey ni de yema ne America to bi na onfa enclare sa we you know which is okay. It's all bibiania ade na asayache Galamsey asem ni de asayache into no it will not take a day or two to fix it as long as it's in the pipeline ni de JDM account watchable until resetting I know on it share. Okay, yentio. What do you expect?
Me, what do you mean?
Me too, pa.
Me mum de me expectation on the IGP no and yet different. To me, he's not competent to be given another 2 years. When it comes to Galamsey, let him say it once again. To me, he's incompetent to be IGP in Ghana, basing on my facts on Galamsey. Now, on deserve say a man 2 years no, wa bon kra on Galamsey. And my challenge to current IGP through 4 Stars Radio Emile. Professor or a competent leader. Now bring Galamsey to its barest minimum. Masaba radio station no so about upload no. Na so fatasa me man competency award kra me di be mamu na mo di akoma no. But currently the IGP is a failure to me, and that's it.
Joe, SFO Oka Miasuso, Midasi, Ebusia for ATF Ashafo, Ebuasa for 99, Dad Kane, near Com Shishe, any on main, and a nipper, Ebeyebi or Mamma Yenina, Kakra to me, a year, you know, and a wohono, na Obako for so. And cherry dam for an inti and a ya ye baby she manages will be adding a ginger a deban. Intini ye Zipline. You made the year a coffin, no. And I say, ye close to a mere ahodo me and saying, ye she ni moase ebia or man penny ebe risha for kakaka ho next assign epijano and our fees, you know. A year police is saying so wabon homodin kakra fine. Nti no we nipa de we ya de a wusa ayeye enipa bebre so pa che say eye ademudie ne de ene de ekosopa wo na kache eho de mom ye hwe ne kase no a che say asomdwi ewo man no mu na afi nso no fa ko beko bia na uhu police for ne ade ewo ho no a ne che say ya bona baso ne che say na efata ne ye wo hai enye se bia ya tiada omano ede yakoma pono so a brain na no yetumi eka ho sam na je say amanyefo so atibi na omuti ho anamo na ma ekuro no so afanentuma pa efria wo hwe eye ebibrimu mremo eye Africa yen ya kache ho no a utumi say Ghana de na nka yete so obi aba Ghana utumi hu say yes wabefie se wo hu na so ne nyina no yensim yedi nipa ene eye kakrakra yakoyenim wo hwe a emputuo eba ne kakrakra na yina no yenkambom yendodo ye ho eye dan obi betie ho na so na mombodi che na utu anamo fofora eno so ebeboa nti that kay emenaso we say me fifidie mana afoforo so ba beto aso nti wo wiase fa na nyina bia se na medika kai no DM bibia opese yetumi eka ho asem na ye cheche ya adwene ade nyina no ya ye betumi aye ama na ye kama ende bibia eye abefo emenaso nti mekwa no that kay makramo
The whole building is the parliament. Well,
this is a Robert Problem, so he's not.